Well, another edition of Mackey and Judd with Judd Zolgad, Declan Goff, and a Phil Mackey from Satellite scouting Matt Eberflus. Did we just decide on Eberflus? Is that what it was? Eberflus?
Yeah, no, I think it's Eberfluss. I
Eberflus.
wouldn't worry about it till he wins.
One of the most buffoon names I've had. I hope the Bears
Hey,
figure
don't do
something
that.
out. But
Don't
like
do
I
that.
just
Don't.
Eberflus.
No. Matt
I
Rule's a buffoon.
Matt Rule's the buffoon. I shouldn't say Matt
Yeah, let
Eberflus
the
isn't a
poor
buffoon.
guy.
Let's
But
play out.
yes,
Can let it play
Eberfluss.
out. Can let it play out for sure. So Phil Mackey has his predictions via satellite, so we'll get to those in just a little bit. But this is write that down, of course, and as everyone knows the rules, one drink, everyone knows the rules. Okay, that's a different show, but 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. We do keep track of batting average and home runs, and listeners. If you'd like to participate in this segment, shoot me a note through the Score North app. There's a feedback option. I believe we are booked almost through September, but there always is sometimes last-minute openings. So just shoot me an email if I haven't gotten back to you. I'll get you on the schedule. We can get you on from there. But yeah, that's how Write That Down works. 3 predictions each week. Let's get into our accountability session, Judd Zolgad.
All right.
Start with you. You had actually nothing come off the board
Beautiful.
this week, so you'll stay safe. But a featured prediction here. You said Mike Zimmer will give an interview with an outlet in which he criticized the decision to sign Cousins and criticize his now new colleague, or reunited colleague, I should say, Rick Spielman. So this is still on the board.
I feel like it should come off soon, and I think it's wrong.
Yeah, it might be coming off here. The Zim Dog, as I like to call him, is now going to be with Deion Sanders as an analyst with him. So that Zim's got going that for him. But I don't think this one's going to come true for you, Judd.
I'd be comfortable taking this one off the board, and if something happens, going back to it. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Mike has been incredibly quiet. I'm not quite sure why, because I don't think he. I mean, does he want to be a head coach again?
Yeah.
I don't know why he's being so quiet, but he's definitely. I have been told behind the scenes that his friends have told him to keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
I would like to talk to him and tell him, no, Mike, don't keep your mouth shut. Spill your guts.
That's right. Okay. A couple things off the board for old Macadac. So the Twins will sweep the Dodgers. And
Why?
you mocked it when it happened, and it didn't even come close to being true.
Yes.
He also said the Wolves will be scheduled a Christmas Day game. So the NBA did announce their Christmas Day schedule. The NBA schedule will be announced on Wednesday afternoon, but we do know the Wolves will not have a Christmas Day game, so that comes off the board for old Macadac. So an 0-for-2 day for the quote-unquote ringleader at Score North. With the listeners, nothing off the board, so they just stand pat. They're like Judd.
What the hell's going on?
There's a quiet week. This is rare that we get a quiet week in Mackey.
We never have this quiet a week.
Especially in summer. Usually have some stuff coming off the board, but nothing off the board for you. Nothing off the board for the listeners. How about some self-reporting here?
Oh boy!
I said the Twins would win at least 4 of their 5 games in LA between the Dodgers and Angels. That didn't even come close to coming true.
Where were you guys smoking?
Well, in my defense, and it never would have happened. I don't know why I'm defending this. I thought it was 6 games going into the predictions, and then once I made the prediction, I realized it was 5 games, and I don't want to say 3 out of 5. Like I just thought that was lame. So I was like, oh, I'll say 4 out of 5 because I think that would have been a home run. You would have probably swept the Angels at that point, even though they're not good. That's still a home run. Yes. But that didn't come true, so it's off the board.
All right.
I also said Chris Jericho will beat John Moxley at Quake at the Lake at AEW last Wednesday night. And despite that being one of the most electrifying in-ring experiences I've ever seen, that did not come true. And I was, if anyone cares at all, this close to adding in this prediction, which I guess wouldn't have came true, that CM Punk would return, which he did at Quake at the Lake, and it blew my complete socks off, and it had all the people just going crazy. But regardless, that's just ifs and wishes and candies and nuts and none of that.
I hear you.
All right, statistics. So I'm still leading, a 474 average, 13 home runs. But I know, Judd, I might be going through a little bit of a swoon here. I don't think I have anything come off the board positively in the last couple of weeks. I was batting 500, now 474.
Yep.
But still leading comfortably. Judd at 368, 7 home runs. Listeners with 10 bombs and hitting 300 on the season. And old Macadac actually in the basement. Quote, I shouldn't say basement because this is the most collectively the best season of Write That Down. All 4 categories have had this year. He's hitting 297 with 9 home runs. I think
first time he's in the basement, and first time he's under 300 in a long time, right?
Yeah, I think so. And he's going for home runs because he claims he won't be able to catch me in the batting
Yeah.
average. But, I'm slumping. You never know. Career statistics, 22 bombs, 235 hits for Judd, 192 hits, and 24 bombs for Phil. Listeners with the all-time leading 29 bombs are Henry Aaron of the group, if you will, with 159 hits as well. And then I have 21 bombs, closing in on you and Mackey in about half the time with 131 hits. So I'm coming, Judd. I'm coming, Phil. So don't sleep on me just yet, okay?
I'm not worried about the power.
You're not worried about that part.
No, the power. The power doesn't concern me. I'm Carew. I am Ted Williams. I'm hitting for average, and the power takes care of itself, or it doesn't. I don't care about the power. Okay. I am all about the average.
Interesting. All right, so we're going to get our guy Jack in here from University of Central Florida. Go Dante Culpepper here in just a second, Judd, but I just want to shout out my friends at Aquaside. I don't know if Central Florida's got some lake weeds and pellets going on. I'm guessing they do. There's a lot of people enjoying the water out there.
They have alligators.
They have alligators, and I can't guarantee that Aquaside pellets stop alligators, but they can prevent you from lake weeds and algae.
They don't.
And you can give them a call or stop into their location in White Bear Lake here in the Twin Cities, or just order their Aquaside pellets online at their website. It's a great, easy-to-use website. Aquaside.com to learn more. Aquaside pellets to remove that nasty lake weed and algae. All right, write that down. Rolls on. Let's get our guy Jack in here. Jack, you were telling us off mic you are a recent listener and discovery. You have recently discovered Score North and Mackey and Judd. Is that correct?
Yes, that is true. A couple months ago. I don't know. I don't even know how. I just did. It just came up
on your YouTube. How did, I'm always curious how this happened.
on YouTube. The only thing I can think of is I was just listening to other stuff, and I'm not going to say the podcast name, but it was back when the Vikings signed D.D. Westbrook last year. Okay. And I'm and they gave a really, it sounded like D.D. Westbrook might have been Jerry Rice. So I was no way this is the case. I'm going to try to filter through all those stuff, and I eventually found you guys.
Oh, wow. Smart man. See, you were a discerning. You're I don't think I believe that. I'd like to hear more reality. That's where we come in.
Exactly.
I like it. All right, Jack. You're going to be our leadoff hitter here for Write That Down. So we're going to start with you. We're then going to go over to Judd, then back to me, and then Phil via satellite. Judd, I'm going to try not to be my Phil Mackey and mess up the order. We'll see how well I do during running the ship for the second straight time. So God willing, that goes off. But Jack is our leadoff hitter. So, Jack, your first prediction, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Write this down. The Minnesota Timberwolves will make the Western Conference Finals this upcoming season.
Oh, out of the gates.
I'm all in. Shameless plug. Halftime hangout. I discuss all about it. Give a little 15-minute video about it. They kept Jaden McDaniels. I think Jaden McDaniels and Ant will be fantastic in transition, and I have another prediction coming up with that, so I'll leave it there. But I'm all in on that Timberwolves.
Oh man,
Kool-Aid.
Phil Mackey's kicking himself right now. Flagrant Howls, the new co-host of Flagrant Howls, and he's via satellite. We got Jack dropping some Wolves home run predictions here.
Oh yeah, tell
Western
Phil to
Conference Finals.
Tell Phil. I would like a bet line when Timberwolves season comes along for Flagrant Howls.
You got it.
I like
you got it. I like that idea. I think we will probably install something like that. All right, Judd, over to you, man.
All right, Dalvin Cook will finish among the top 3 NFL running backs in receptions this season. So Dalvin Cook, when it's all said and done, among running backs in the NFL, Dalvin Cook will be in the top 3 in passes caught. I think he's going to be that influential in the pass game because, he didn't play on Sunday, but I don't know if you guys saw this. They had some of their running backs split out already.
Oh, yeah.
This ain't going to be a I formation. Zim, I like to run the ball. Dalvin Cook's going to catch passes.
He should. He should be top 3 among running backs. I think that's should be. I'm not saying it's a bunt prediction. It's still got to happen by all means, but I mean, it should. Right. We should will this in to be happening for God's sake. So Dalvin Cook, top 3 in receptions among running backs. I like it. I like it. All right, write this down. Going acapella a little bit on you. Twins prediction for me. So we are recording this, by the way, on a Tuesday evening into Wednesday, but that doesn't matter. This prediction will still come true, hopefully. The Twins will be tied or leading the AL Central at some point between now and next week's Write That Down. So they are 2 games back right now.
So you've been doing drugs.
Maybe I'm doing drugs. No, I can't guarantee I'm doing drugs.
It's over.
Okay, and
Jack
if I was
agrees
doing
with me,
drugs,
by the
this
way.
has nothing to do with that
That's my
prediction.
sports son right there. You can tell. He's like, nah, it ain't going to happen.
They will be tied or leading the Central, and by like overnight. Like I don't want to be a technicality where like, hey, they jumped the gun because Cleveland's game didn't finish,
Right.
and like they're like no, like after a set of games throughout a day, they
The
will
morning.
be tied or leading the Central. Yes, entering a morning between now and next week's. Write that down. You can mock it all you want, but I think the Twins will get hot here. So, my first prediction.
Okay.
All right, let's go over to Mackey. Let's see what Mackey's at. I have no idea what Mackey predicted, so let's hear for what he's got here. God willing.
Hey guys, Macadac here from behind enemy lines in Chicago for some Hubbard Radio Company meetings, but really I'm just scouting the Chicago Bears in preparation for 2 Vikings beatdowns this season. Or maybe 1 beatdown at home and then the inexplicable loss on the road at Soldier Field, like seemingly like usual. Anyways, here's my first prediction. Byron Buxton will have between now and next week's, write that down, a game-tying, go-ahead, or game-winning home run in the 8th inning or later. So you got that, Dex? So we're going 8th inning or later, game-tying, game-winning, or go-ahead home run. Write it down.
Wow. Look, there's some Twins Kool-Aid being passed around here.
That's a lot of Macadac in my picture right there.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of Phil.
I
like,
mean,
just back up.
You're pretty good at that though too. You know, you're.
Well, you told me to. That's because
you
told me on the videos.
And you should.
But
Macadac, you get Phil for it.
But Macadac is like, I got to back it up a little bit.
You're all good there. All right, let's go back over to Jack. Jack, your second prediction, my man. What do you got for us?
Another Timberwolves one. Jaden McDaniels will finish all NBA second team defense or better.
Ooh.
Just defensive, not all NBA.
Sure.
You know, I think with him in the starting lineup now, he's going to have a lot lesser role on offense. And I think that a lot of that, you know, unless it's transition or shooting three, it's going to be lesser role. And I think a lot of that transitions to being a more defensive anchor for the team. Won't have to grab as many rebounds. You can gamble for steals and get some chase down blocks or, you know, help side blocks. So I think it would translate to an all defensive team, second team at least.
You know, Jack, I like to crown myself as a resident Jaden McDaniels fan club. I was a big fan when they drafted him, and I think you're dead on here, dude. He's a freak athletic player, and even if he kind of just becomes that corner 3-and-D guy, like we know he's good defensively, but if he just starts hitting those corner 3 shots, and we saw it in the playoffs a little bit, I love this. A little second team all defense, then maybe a little bit of offensive contribution just here and there. That's all I can ask for.
I think it'll be great. Like I think when Rudy Gobert gets the rebound.
Right.
And outlet to Jaden McDaniels, alley-oop to Anthony Edwards. I mean, like that's basketball right there. That's
Western Conference Finals, baby.
Yeah. Western Conference Finals.
Western Conference Finals. I love that you're calling that.
I love it. Judley.
All right. Former Twins bench coach Derek Shelton will not be the Pirates manager next season. Off the record, I think he'll be fired. But Derek Shelton, who is Rocco's guy, and it'll be very interesting if Jace Tingler go somewhere else or something happens because Rocco and Derek Shelton are very close. But anyway, I digress. Derek Shelton will not be the Pirates manager next season. Okay. He's I think he's one of about 4 or 5 more guys on the chopping block. Oh, he's a good
great
guy.
Dude. But those buckos aren't playing too hot right now either.
Well,
I don't know if you can
blame
it too much on the manager. That's a tough place. Tough place to be. All right, second prediction for me. Actually, I have a Wolves prediction. As we tease, the NBA schedule release will come out after this prediction is made, so I'm safe here. But the Wolves will get at least 2 games on the mothership ESPN this season. When the initial schedule release comes out, 2 games on ESPN this season. The Pups finally get some national recognition. I want 2 games on ESPN.
2 games?
At
Hold
least
on a
2.
second.
At least
Hold
2
on a
games.
second.
What are you gonna do?
I got my Jim Gantner bat here, so I can lay down a bunt.
Yeah.
So I can lay down a bunt. I'm not sure Jack thinks of this.
They should at least, but they did have 0 games last year, so
they got
thanks for the safety squeeze. Thanks for the safety squeeze.
Look at my guy Jack defending me here. Okay, they didn't have any last year. They got flexed in last second with the Lakers. I'm saying on the initial schedule release, they get 2. Okay, they just get 2. It's not a bomb. It's a nice bloop over the shortstop's head. Okay,
you hold a bunt like this, that.
Okay, it's fine. You don't gotta mock me.
Mock
me. It's fine. All right, let's hear from Macadac here. Enough of this hoopla.
All right, prediction number 2. Can you hear the sirens? That's the hot take police hot on my trail here in Chicago. Write this down. Justin Jefferson will have at least 2 touchdowns and at least 150 receiving yards in the first game of the season. That's right, Hot Take Police. Pull my ass over. I am drinking Justin Jefferson Kool-Aid.
Mercy.
Jair Alexander's going to cover him.
You never know.
I love Jefferson. I'm a huge fan. You guys know that, but that's a lot.
But Jair Alexander has to go against Justin Jefferson. I can play that card against you. That's no problem.
Jefferson's on my fantasy team this year, so I mean.
Oh yeah, I'm all for it.
Win-win there. It's a win-win, as we like to call that. That's fine.
Yeah, it's a win-win because he ain't going to get that much against Jay. I mean, there's teams he could do that against. I don't think.
Yeah. Resident Packer fan here, Judd Zolgad, just poo-pooing on this.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, all right. Jack, your third and final prediction, sir.
My third and final prediction is Greg Joseph will kick a buzzer-beating, game-winning field goal week 2 against the Eagles. And my only reason for this is last year. So September 19th is my birthday.
Nice.
I'm going to be 21 this year.
Hell
Last year on September 19th, the Cardinals, he missed a game-winning field goal. So this year he's going to right the wrongs for Big 21, and we're going to kick a game-winning, buzzer-beating field goal.
Man, that'd be a buzzkill of a birthday for you. I'm sorry that had to happen.
More importantly, what time are you showing up at the bar that day?
Well, my plan is to actually tweet out at Justin Jefferson, every reception is a shot. And at that point, we're just going.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. 21's dangerous, dude.
Easy.
Sports dad talking to you here.
And I mean, we'll see. I mean, knowing Kirk Cousins on Monday night, he might have like 4 receptions anyway. So it's like, it's not. You'll
go home sober.
Yeah, I might go home.
You'll be like, I'm going to bed. See you guys.
All about the pacing that night, Jack. If it's a Monday night game, rest up. There's maybe have a Bloody Mary in the morning. That's fine. Enjoy that first bloody. But
come back on with us so we can advise you.
Yeah.
We do not want any of our valuable Purple Daily Mackey and Judd fans to suffer the consequences we did at the same age.
I'm sure I'll be fine, but. It's worth the Twitter reply. If I get a Twitter reply,
that'd be worth it.
Worth it for me.
All right, Jack. Before we let you go here, you had this life-changing platform. Is there anyone else in your life you'd like to shout out here before we say bye-bye?
Before I get to the people I want to shout out, again, one more shameless plug, Halftime Hangout. I have to say it one more time. So go listen to that if you want some great NBA basketball stuff. When it comes to family, I appreciate my dad gave me into Minnesota sports, and my mom for just listening to Minnesota sports, and friends, family, and appreciate you guys for getting me on here. But that's about it.
Moms are the best, man. Moms are the best.
They're the best, exactly.
God bless them. All right, Jack.
Man. Take care.
Appreciate you coming on. Thanks for discovering Score North. We'll get you on Vent Line. Stay safe in that 21st birthday, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, man. That's Jack. Loyal listener Jack. Recent discovery of Mackey and Judd and Score North. I walked out on my own power my 21st birthday, but there was a trip to the bathroom after I got a 3 Wiseman shot from my college roommates. That was not fun.
I turned 21 watching an Eagles-Vikings game when I think it was Eagles. No, it wasn't an Eagles. It was an Eagles game on a Monday night in 1991.
Wow.
I was at the Applebee's in Uptown, which survived for years. That Applebee's was there for years. It became a pizza place, and I don't know what it is now.
So that was when is your birthday again? What month?
November 13th.
So was that right after the Twins won the World Series then?
I was not, okay. So I was 21 for most of 91. No, it would have been It would have been no, I'm sorry. It would have been November of 90. So I turned 21, and then I was 21 for most of them. So it was November of 90. The Eagles were playing a Monday night game, and Herschel Walker was still a Viking, as far as I recall.
Wow. About 6. That would have been a pretty damn memorable week. Twins win the World Series. You turned 21.
I actually was. So the Twins won the World Series, and then we had the, of course, infamous snowstorm. All right, my final prediction. Write this down. This is very random, but I believe it will happen because this team is in such dire straits. Shohei Ohtani will be traded by the Angels this offseason. Shohei Ohtani will be traded it'll be a massive deal, obviously, and the Angels will get a ton back. But that team is in such dire straits, and I don't know Mike Trout health wise, like where he's at this point.
Yeah.
So and Ohtani's going to be a free agent coming up in the next couple of years. So anyway, long story short, I think Shohei Ohtani gets traded off the record, probably to a team like the Yankees or something.
Let's say, right? Yeah, it screams like a New York situation.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll also would obviously have enough to give up. So Ohtani gets traded this offseason.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a haul. Juan Soto got traded, so I mean the precedent's there. I can
Absolutely
see it happening. Makes sense.
Yep.
All right, my last prediction. Because I am team Will Zalatoris, not just because we're great brethren and we look alike and we get really fired up over just a couple foot putts you're supposed to knock down. He is leading the FedEx Cup with, I believe, 2 events to go right now. So because he won that event, he got vaulted up to first. Scheffler's like right on his tail, like trailing by less than 100 FedEx Cup points. So it's probably going to come down to Scheffler, Will Zalatoris. Cam Smith should contend, but I think he either has to win one of these next 2 events, and one of those 2 also has to collapse.
Okay.
But I will write this down. Will Zalatoris will win the 2022 FedEx Cup. Okay. So he'll have to play well enough he basically has to play better golf than Scotty Scheffler over the next 2 events, and then not have Cam Smith probably win an event. I don't know if this is a touchdown prediction because he's still leading it. Old Macadac might have to be decided, but I think he'll hold on to the FedEx Cup lead. And my guy Will Zalatoris, who I've been just love watching this year, great for golf. I love when new guys just step in and just start knocking down.
Do you like Scheffler?
Putts. I like Scotty. Yeah, Scotty's fine. I don't mind Scheffler.
He's very good.
I love Cam. I know Cam might be joining the live here, and then
Cam's
PGA is doing everything they can with Tiger. And
the players met on Tuesday, correct?
Tuesday, on Tuesday.
Like trying to decide what to do with the guys that are going to the live tour.
I wish Phil was here too, by the way, because I want to know why Ricky Fowler's traveling in a private jet with Tiger. And I love Ricky. But Fowler has fallen off the face of the earth in his game, the last year.
Doesn't stop. Yeah, but Tiger has fallen off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but he's Tiger bleeping Woods.
Yeah, but they're probably buddies. Dude, it's like music. Go look at the guys or the people among artists that travel together. It's some weird. It's some bizarre coupling. So that's probably why.
Last one from old Macadac here to wrap things up. Mackey and Judd, write that down.
Okay, third and final prediction here, presented by our friends at Federated Mutual Insurance Company. If you are a business looking for, a better offensive line, so to speak, to help protect you from risks that may be out on the horizon, Federated's been around for over 100 years, helping business owners maximize the success of their business. You can find out more at federatedinsurance.com, where it's our business to protect yours. All right, going for home run predictions here. I think the Twins are on the verge of a hot streak. Write this down. Between now, how should I phrase this? Let's just say this. Between Wednesday and next week's, write that down, the Twins will lose 1 or fewer games over that stretch. A hot streak on the horizon. 1 or fewer losses between Wednesday of this week and next week's, write that down.
Look at this Twins Kool-Aid. I love it, Philly. I love it.
You really love it?
Yes.
What the hell is he talking about? He just predicted a sweep of the Dodgers.
Okay, look, you and Ross Brendel always just crapping on some Twin stuff. Why don't you guys get together and talk about how much you don't like the Twins?
Well, why wouldn't you learn from your mistakes?
He's going for home run predictions. I can't blame him here. I can't blame him.
I was there last night. Monday night? I was there Monday night. And let me just tell you right now, it ain't going to end well. It ain't going to end well. By the way, did you see the clip that our friend Darren Doogie Wilson tweeted of Sonny Gray talking to Joe Schmidt about being pulled from games?
I did not.
Okay, so Sonny Gray seems like a really smart pitcher type of guy. I have no idea if he's a smart person, but he's I
think he is.
Athletic smarts don't necessarily dovetail with.
Yes, I don't think. He's a competitor. He's a very high-strung competitor. Yeah.
Well put. And so it's, I guess Joe Schmidt asked him about, you're being pulled a lot, and we've gotten to a point now where it's very clear there are some guys that are greatly bothered by this.
Yeah.
Dylan Bundy, who really probably shouldn't be bugged by it, said a couple of weeks ago, there are no discussions when I'm being pulled. There are no discussions. I don't get to politics stand, which I found to be very intriguing. And Sonny Gray, if you go and look at Doogie, his Twitter account, what he retweeted of Joe Schmidt asking Gray about it, you could tell the frustration is very much there.
Wow.
I don't blame him. I think deciding your fate in the afternoon for a night game is probably extremely
stupid
at some point. Annoying. Now, I would argue that Archer and Bundy probably don't have much of a leg to stand on. But if you're Sonny Gray, I mean, you're not bad, and
I agree.
Like your personal success or lack of success should be taken into account. And I think where Rocco and the team opened the door for real debate here was when Malley in Anaheim told Rocco, "I ain't coming out."
Yeah.
And I think guys looked at that and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, Tyler Mallett's good, but, if you're Sonny Gray, you're like, that guy ain't like 10 times. He ain't Koufax.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So anyway, I found it very intriguing that I think we're getting to a boiling point here with, we decided at 2:15 this afternoon, you were coming out. And they're like, I don't think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Sonny Gray is pitching into the 7th inning for the first time. He was the first Twins pitcher to pitch in the 7th inning on Tuesday since July 1st. So 6 whole weeks the Twins went without a starter going into the 7th.
So he must have said, you guys are done doing that.
Yeah.
Good for him.
All right. Well, speaking of having pre-planned outcomes for us, that wraps up things on Write That Down. We're on a pitch count duty here of our own, so we're going to go over and make predictions on Purple Daily. Write that down. You can find that Daily Minnesota Vikings Entertainment. Shout out to everyone, too, who has hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channels. We've had almost 200 subscribers in the last 3 or 4 days. Not bad for a couple clickbait artists over here.
Buzz Factory.
Judd and myself and Buzz Factory.
Ooh, Buzz Factory.
We have to record it. Let's make it happen. We got connections.
I'm out for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
I sang it.
All right. Talk to you later. Write that down. We'll be back on Thursday.